everyone is gonna die and no one is gonna remember you, so fuck it.
Okay guys, it is me here reacting to Interview with the Vampire. It is called, Jesus Christ, these titles are very long, I ain't gonna lie. Let me see, it's Like Angels Put in Hell by God. Interesting, but we're not gonna stay too long on that, John. Like the video, subscribe to the notification bell. It's starting. This is Louis.
A few shattered vertebrae, a punctured lung, blind in one eye for 5 weeks, 2 months, was it? I took naps at night then. I would feel the air against my skin as though I were still falling.
That's funny.
Fly, Louis.
I mean, eventually you probably told him. I knew it.
So for 20 years,
I knew it. He
you
did it.
lived with the vampire Lestat, and you didn't know he had the flying gift.
The cloud gift. And yes, it was a remarkable bit of restraint he managed.
Why would he do that?
I suppose he thought if he exposed all his power to me, I would never feel his equal, and the relationship would suffer.
He only beat me the one time, officer. It's not his fault. Classic Stockholm, eh, Doc?
I am not him.
He chilling over there.
Are we the same?
This dude, not Lestat actually being here. Come on now, it was
I've been
you,
calling
bro.
quite often. I don't know if the operator is patching me through correctly.
Boy, it's
brought something
up,
from
boy.
your
Get
favorite
the heck
dish.
off our doorstep, bro.
I've changed.
That's so funny. He's
Let me
what?
prove it to you.
How many years old? There's no
I'm
changing.
nothing without you.
There's no changing.
Nothing without both of you.
There's only the mask.
Perfectly premeditated flaw.
He had put my name in the song.
6 years of begging. You think a song's gonna get a rise out of me?
Did you like it?
The first thing?
It's a clear voice. I wanted no obstacle to the lyric.
Write me a song, put your lover's voice on it. What the fuck is wrong with your head?
That's what he did.
I swim fast and I drown.
Who made you?
His name was Magnus. He took me from my room in Paris as I had kicked and screamed. He kept me for a week, locked in a room full of corpses. Some freshly killed, some bloated and black. May I propose another rule? When we hunt human.
Who? All of us? All of us? It would actually put everybody together as more of like a unit, you feel me? That's wild. Oh, my brain totally forgot. So it wasn't like just a random movie star. It was supposed to be Antoinette who had died. The finger? Wow. And then she brought, she checkmated this mother. She checkmated him something crazy.
You've been told to do something, and brat that he was, didn't like being told what to do.
Bro, this new Lestat, like the one that's super older, you feel me?
It's all what it is.
Just, I don't know, he just make tons of excuses, bro. Tons of excuses,
I
bro.
love her.
You heard him say it.
Spit in a sandwich and serve it with a smile.
What?
It's only fun if you get to watch him take a bite. Either a town away, done by design. He wanted us to discover it.
But why?
Because he's all kinds of fucked up. Because he would have killed her in a second if he thought I'd take him as he is. And I probably will.
So you ain't gonna tell him that you know about him?
What difference would it make?
off to Antoinette.
I'll see you both at dawn.
Give us 100 more years of this. Taking anything we want, killing anything in front of us. No one says shit about it. I can see us just like him. I can see it, Claudia.
Well, I can't.
Uh,
Train's leaving in an hour. Get off that bench.
my name is.
I can barely speak French and English. I just hold you back.
When he hurts you again, and he will, come find me. I'll be in
Prague. Bucharest. Varna. Silistra.
She wants to be like with other vampires, like so much. But all she know is Europe, 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 Europe. I want to travel to Europe. Lestat keeps saying those vampires will destroy you, will spit, like will literally chew you up and spit you out, bro. He keeps saying that, bro. He say, you think I'm a monster? You think I'm this ancient being? You feel me? Go over there to Europe and see how you feel me? How you come back? You feel me? If you come back. Why is she still here?
We'll have to make it up to her stateside somehow. Won't be, Louis.
Why is she still here? What's going on? What's going on? Wait. That's so weird. That's so freaking weird.
You're riding the New York Limited. Next stop, Birmingham, Alabama.
She's scared out of her mind. He came up in there like he came up in there. Oh,
Claudia.
why though? Why did he like get her off the train for what?
Claudia. You left without saying goodbye. Again?
He said, "I'm not gonna have that." Me
I'm
personally.
sure it was an oversight. But still. You'd think your creator had earned the courtesy.
You didn't want me. You made me for Louis.
And he needs you now more than ever. He's in a terrible state.
I think he killed Magnus. I think the vampire made him a slave. And he would be a slave no more than I would. And so he killed him. Killed him before he knew all the things he could have known. And now he's gone and made us slaves to him.
Stonewalling again. You've become quite predictable, my sister disappointment.
We're not slaves. Maybe mindless accomplices.
No, we're his slaves. And I will free us both.
Claudia.
We have no more use for him. And he causes us misery with no horizon.
Now, here and now. We doing it here and now.
You're going to pound and mimic me until I grow empathetic. Is that your strategy tonight?
They'll say something more straightforward. You know, something more straightforward.
Bishop can be captured, but I see the trap.
I don't like what you're feeling right now. You cannot kill.
I love you, Louis. I don't say it often enough anymore.
If you love me, then listen to me. I beg you.
If you're going to be Lestat, you have to become Lestat. You have to think like he does. And then 5 moves ahead of that.
Bishop to G1.
But he's not mortal.
Queen to H2.
No illness can touch him. You threaten a life which will endure to the end of the world.
You will bring the queen.
issue
cannot be ignored.
Are we going to see Louis? No, are we going to see
Sacrifice.
Lestat in present day? Are we going to see Lestat? You know what I mean? In present day, guys?
And I want to tell you something else now. A secret of all secrets between you and me.
No, you're giving up bishops and knights for pawns. Okay.
All of his people are actually
The secret is, Louis,
coming to the front on the board.
Look on the other.
you want to kill him too. And you will enjoy doing it.
You have won.
I'm tired.
I finished the game.
I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Have your pawn finished the game?
Good night, Lestat. Good night, Louis.
She was right.
Spoiled, selfish, thankless,
It was inevitable.
heedless, disagreeable, obnoxious, repellent, unkind, loyal to the core.
Every ship that sails the sea, every battle that is fought, does, and
Spoiled to the core.
American.
We were going to kill Lestat.
We were going to kill Lestat?
We were going to kill Lestat. Rashid, are you awake?
I can be.
I think the medication has overwhelmed our boy.
Trubidis rebus ad infinitum. I would gladly wake him.
No. You can pick it up again tomorrow. But fetch a cover, would you? Let him be.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Work. My work's in the back. Is it a gun? Are you an assassin? Am I the man you came to kill? I did a terrible thing once. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm a writer. A journalist mostly. So. Do you have money tonight, Danny? Get the boy whatever you want. I'll have a grasshopper.
No. You go ahead, have your fun.
Wait. Would you like to join us? Would you like to join us? Is it okay with you? No. You go. Wait. Yeah, you go ahead. You have your fun. That's the same dude. That's Rashid, bruh. That is Rashid, bruh. The night that he met Louis de Lupante, you feel me? De Lupante was the same night he met Rashid, bruh. That was over a billion trillion years ago. Now the question becomes, the eye color of Rashid is very human resembling, you know? Very human-like, you feel me? He hasn't aged in the past, I don't know how many years, but he hasn't aged. And I think it was like 20-something years, 30 years, something like that. He hasn't aged in those years whatsoever. His eyes stayed, that's very striking. His eyes stayed the exact same since before or after vampirism. Maybe he isn't even a vampire to begin with. Maybe he's like something completely different, you know? Or maybe this is just something that's been implanted in his brain by his imagination. Since he's around Rashid a lot. Maybe Rashid has somehow come to fruition within this quote-unquote meeting of Louis de Lupant for the first time. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? It could be fabricated, or it could be Rashid is definitely not human whatsoever. Period, point blank. Girl's probably the fountain of youth for all I know. Anyways. Guys, this was a great episode. Can't believe it though. I cannot believe it whatsoever. But yeah, so we see you by the end of the episode. Well, we see it. Let's go to the beginning. Let's start at the beginning. Freak it. Freaky is hilarious. So at the beginning, we see Louis going over all the injuries that he accumulated while fighting Lestat. And there's tons. Punctured lung, whole bunch of vertebrae broke, you feel me? He's down for like 5 months, you feel me? 5 weeks? 5 weeks, 2 months, something like that, you feel me? He's down for a couple Johns, you feel me? He down and out. He can't even catch a goat at this point. Bro not using super speed, none of that. It's really woo. Meanwhile, I think, let me see. Meanwhile, Lestat is like hitting the doorbell. They not answering him. You feel me? Not answering him. They go out. Lestat brings up a car. Boom. Fresh, spanking brand new car. Crazy horsepower. You feel me? Crazy horsepower. They walk dead off. You're not getting meat, my guy. So after that, he's sending like mad presents to the house. You feel me? Lestat's sending mad presents. More presents than they are like killing people and burning the bodies. You feel me? Way more presents. You feel me? And gifts and stuff like that. So one of the Johns get through, and it's a song composed, you feel me, directly from Lestat. He sung that John, everything, all instruments made by him, stuff like that. Louis put on the song, Yango. Louis put on the song. It was perfect, magnificent, complete, almost perfect rendition of whatever song is called, like In the Hour or something like that. Boom. Guess who voice is here on the song? Guess who voice? Antoinette. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Louis hears Antoinette on the song, bro. He comes crashing into the John. Boom! Straight to the Lestat crib. Like, where's she at though? You gotta go. Now this is not even Lestat crib. This is Antoinette's crib. You feel me? She like, I ain't trying to leave. You feel me? This is my crib. You can go yourself. You feel me? On God. You feel me? She looked towards Lestat. Lestat not even looking at her. He looking at Louis. You feel me? I say, girl, these are two different species. You feel me? There's the human John where you can be like, okay, yeah, you can leave my house. You feel me? Won't. But you're talking to vampires, you feel me? They would murk you and take your house, you feel me? This is a whole different ball game, a whole different league, you feel me? Anyway, you clashing with different clans, you feel me? You know what I mean? So you gotta move a little different, you feel me? You gotta maneuver a little different. Let me see. We get past that, whatever. Louis takes him back. You know how it is, man. Louis just... And there's this distinct difference. Of course, this can also be contributed to buzzwords like growth and changing and stuff like that. Buzzwords or whatever. From Louis here in New Orleans and the other Louis that's getting currently re-interviewed by Daniel. The Louis that's up here that's like have already experienced what we're watching. Let's see. He is... what is he like? Like, there's something about him. Oh, he's trying to like this is exactly so we was talking about the whole Odyssey thing a couple episodes ago. Let him do his Odyssey, let him do his journey. These are all different points in time comes together to converge on one main point, the Odyssey and the journey. Boom. Okay, cool. But the entire thing, the Odyssey, is basically just consisting of him explaining away Lestat's behavior. Whether it's blatantly like... Lestat's behavior could be like straight up beating the living crap out of Louis for 3 weeks straight. The Louis that we have now that has experienced everything is going to sit here and look at Daniel straight in the face and say... Man, look, man, he beat me up 3 weeks in a row because, you feel me, that's just the way he expressed himself, you feel me? And you just got to roll with the punches. In this case, literally, you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. So it's just literally just him explaining away everything, which is so weird. I think I dislike that a ton. But anyways, let's get back to the Louis that's down here. Louis that's down here is... He's chilling, you feel me? He's really chilling. He's just trying to like heal up, you know what I mean? Mend a broken home and stuff like that. All that stuff. Let's get back into the point of the story in which we are in our recap. Anyways, he takes Lestat back and they sit down, and Claudia wants to be treated as a sister. Claudia is completely over Lestat at this point. Completely over Lestat. You feel me? Because a lot of things that people don't understand is there can be two people in a situation, two people in a relationship. The person outside of this relationship, just a random stranger, not even a stranger, a person that can just be observing this relationship from the outside, can give you more insight about the relationship overall than the people that's actually in it for real. You feel me? They too close in. I ain't gonna lie. They be too close in. Feel me? So the person on the outside, Claudia, can see exactly who's probably manipulating who probably compromising more than the other person. Like the way that the relationship dynamic even works between these two individuals. You know what I mean? The person on the outside can really see all that if they spend enough time with that relationship, with that with those people. So that's what Claudia is basically, and she's completely over Lestat at this point. Lestat's talking about. They said it's going to be a rule to kill Antoinette. Okay, cool. What else? Lestat said something. You think I'm withholding? Bro is a compulsive liar. I've learned this. His mannerisms, episode 1 suggested that he's a compulsive liar. You feel me? Okay, I'll give him episode 1. Episode 1 is cool, you feel me? He's new to town. Episode 2, when they're like actually interaction, when we've got enough interaction between him and Louis or him with whoever, you can tell that he's a compulsive liar just straight off his mannerisms. It's more so a personality thing, you know what I mean? So he can like fluidly be in his personality, just doing whatever he do, you know what I mean? But being a compulsive liar is just a part of that personality, like naturally assimilated within that personality, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Anyways, he talked about his maker, Magnus. We learned about Magnus. The name Magnus sounds cool, very cool. Probably gonna get a flashback if enough seasons come out of like Magnus and what really happened. Claudia wants to be a sister and stuff like that. A whole bunch of rules is basically set. Let's move forward. Okay, so they sit at the bench. Louis is trying to keep the house together. You feel me? Bro. Lestat says, yeah, you have a superiority complex, Louis. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to this whole eating on humans thing or eating on rabbits thing, you have a superiority complex. And so he sets a rule that would bring the house more so together, is that everybody feed on a human. Forget it. Forget the bunny diet, you feel me? Forget Stefan's bunny diet, you feel me? Everybody feed on a human. Boom. To crush the whole little superiority complex, so to speak. And you feel me? Louis goes with it. You feel me? Bro, he goes with it. This is when she says, I think they get back to the crib or whatever, or a couple days go by, and she says, I'm enduring. Lestat is here. You feel me? Lestat is here. He's vulnerable. Lestat is here. After you don't get him what he wants when he's vulnerable, he becomes irritable. And then he immediately transfers, like whether it's 2 days or 2 weeks after that, after becoming irritable, he transfers into Lestat is controlling. Now, I wanted y'all to pay close attention to this situation, this scenario. Vulnerable, irritable, controlling. The 3 stages of Lestat. Apparently. This is said by Claudia. It's not even said by me. You feel me? This is just by Claudia. So he went through the vulnerable stage. He's trying to, like, feel me, get with, boom, 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 trying to really mend things with Claudia, you feel me? She, pushing him to the side. Pushing him to the side. Push him to the side. After the 16th push to the side, he gets irritable. You're spoiled. Boom. You feel me? You're spoiled. There's really nothing to talk about. We want to play games, we're going to play the games. They become passive aggressive. Okay, cool. He's irritable, blah, 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 da-da-da. By the end of the episode, when she doesn't finish checkmating him, basically, he gets very, an outburst happens. You know what I mean? An outburst happens. So, and I believe that the next couple of episodes is probably going to be him, like, becoming more controlling on certain topics and certain aspects of the life or whatever, but it is what it is. So we just going to push that to the side and keep it pushing. Maybe. Oh. Bro didn't kill Antoinette. Apparently he faked like he killed Antoinette. Feel me? Gave the finger to Claudia and everything. I thought it was a random girl. He straight up. Wow. Bro did not kill Antoinette. What type of Antoinette? What hole do Antoinette has on you, bruh? Antoinette is a blonde. Dirty blonde, too. You feel me? Antoinette's a dirty blonde, if I'm correct. Yeah. Nah. Like, come on. What type of hold do she have on you? Why is she even still alive? But anyways. Guys, he didn't kill her. Claudia finds out. Claudia brings Louis. Louis sees. Louis thinks it's an elaborate psychological play by Lestat. Once again, trying to explain away Lestat's decisions. And that's that. You feel me? Anyways, Claudia thinks she's about to head to Europe. Whatever. Not gonna happen. Lestat puts that completely down. He shuts it completely down. Well, I thought a random person was actually popping up. You feel me? Like killing people in the train or whatever. But then, of course, everybody probably thought that. Anyways, I also thought that she was trying to, like, since she was going to, like, Europe or whatever, that whole invasion of, like, Poland by Germany, that little, like, she was probably, like, in the middle of that drum. You feel me? And then stuff happened. But there was really no gunshots. But, you know, it just is what it is, man. We were just trying to figure out in that what was happening. He comes in or whatever, and he's talking about, you're basically Louis' happiness, and you got to keep him happy, okay? We both got to keep him happy, you feel me? The thing about this is you literally beat the crap out of him, bro. It's not about keeping him happy whatsoever. It's about him healing up. Healing up. Bro, it's about him healing, bro. Physically. All this mental stuff, it doesn't matter. It's about him healing up physically. Bro still walking around with a cane, bro. You feel me? He needs to drink like 17 bodies, you feel me? Wait for a minute. And then rest up a little bit. You feel me? Because I think what it was. It was like a couple episodes ago. They said Lestat eyes had got like blinded or whatever, and he was done for like 2 weeks straight. He had to wait 2 weeks straight to actually get his full vision back, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. It's vampire physics in the show. It is what it is. Boom. So he basically brings her back home. She say, I'm taking out Lestat. You feel me? At the end, after she checker him, you feel me? Louis say, we're taking out Lestat. Because he had like an outburst at the end of that whole little drum. Anyways, we get back to the future, John. Our interviewer, you feel me, Daniel, or Danny, you're not gonna get me, bro. Anyways, boom, we go straight to the future. He's going to sleep. Boom, we go straight into his brain. He's at a bar. You feel me? He's at one of those bars. I don't know. Boom. He meets Louis Delopont. I don't even know how to say it, but he meets something. Bro name. You feel me? And he's talking to him, and this kind of reminds me of that Jeffrey Dahmer stuff. Come back to the crib. Let me take a couple of pictures of you. Come back to the crib. Let me interview you. No, bro. You're not interviewing me. At all. There's nothing to interview. I'm dead. There's nothing to interview. Anyways. I wonder if you already know that Louis Delopont. Delalat? I don't know. I wonder if he knows that he's a vampire. And if he doesn't, then he will next episode. Once we go into his dream, no, I'm just playing. It's probably going to start. It's probably going to start someplace different, a different time step. So we probably won't even be up in this dream sequence anymore. But yeah. Wow. This really intrigued me. But then again, it could be a 50-50. When Rashid shows up in Danny's dream, you feel me? It could be a very big 50-50. What do you mean? I know what I mean, and I know you know what I know. Some of y'all know what I mean. What I mean is, Rashid, this whole thing could be a fabrication because, like, he's been around Rashid for a couple days. You feel me? So Rashid could immediately just be in a dream just off GP. You know what I mean? What's implemented into the dream format, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And it could be still fake because Rashid's there. Throw it away. Or Rashid was really there when he met Louis. And that is weird. And why wouldn't it be weird? Because bro does not look like a vampire at all. But then you have to think of this. You have to think of this. Well, let's think. Now let's think. Louis has different eyes than Lestat. Lestat has different eyes than Claudia. Claudia has different eyes than Bruce. And you see like this whole situation of just different eye colors once you become vampires. Of course, his eyes are naturally brown. You feel me? Naturally brown as a human. So him being a vampire and it just automatically like matching up his eye color, his vampiric eye color, matching up with his actual human, his used to be human eye color. You feel me? Now that would be crazy, but it wouldn't be improbable. You feel me? The whole dark black eyes, you feel me? Vampiric eyes matching up with his actual human eyes. Absolutely probable. Okay, cool. He could be a vampire. But then again, let's say this. Louis was just eating on him. Like literally like biting his neck and stuff like that. Like a couple episodes ago. Or last episode. So the question becomes, bro, what are you? Real life, what are you, bro? I ain't gonna lie. What are you? Louis say you're in your 20s. You feel me? But you're literally here the same time that Daniels is in his 20s. You know what I mean? So it's just like, come on, guys. Let's be for real. Come on, guys. Let's be very honest here with ourselves. This is gonna haunt my dreams and nightmares. Dreams and nightmares. That's so funny. For like a cool minute because I have to figure this out. But anyways, guys, we're gonna get up out of here. Oh wait, are we gonna get up out of here? You know what, bro? I always do this. Freak it, man. We're gonna I know exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch the end credit scene. Hey, look, we're here. I know it's been a long reaction. There's no doubt about it. But we're gonna watch the end credit scene. Y'all wanna do it with me? Alright, cool, let's go. Freak it, man. Oh God. Let's do it.
I wanted him dead.
Whoa.
I wanted him all to myself.
Oh, this is not an end credit,
I
John.
wasn't thinking clearly.
We have to leave this place.
Whoa, what's going on?
Would you like the secret of immortality?
Where do you meet the devil? And what are the terms of the agreement?
The last dance before the feast.
Whoa, that's gonna be next episode, y'all. Okay. Alright, episode insider. I'm here for it. Let's go. Be here.
Withholding. Go on. Ask your questions.
Who made you?
Episode 6, like angels put in hell by God. When you take them back, you know you shouldn't do it, and you do it anyway.
His name was Magnus. He took me from my room in Paris as I kicked and screamed.
You know, whatever your feelings about Lestat are, here we get to finally hear what Lestat's pain is all about. And it is a fairly traumatic entrance into the world. For a guy who has been withholding for a long time, he resents having to do it, but does it anyway because his love and his intense need for Louis, he knows that's what he needs. It's the offering that he needs to give.
He kept me for a week, locked in a room full of corpses. Some freshly killed, some bloated and black. But they all looked like me.
Lestat has had to go through life figuring it out blindly.
Just a sweeping hand to a pile of money and the sight of him throwing himself into a fire. I cried. I called to God. I didn't want this. But I have a capacity for enduring.
One reaction to that, which is Louis accepts it, and there is Claudia, who is still
On the fence.
Yeah, and what? You've had 200 years to get over your shit.
Do you think you could try a little harder to get on with him?
Have you asked him the same question?
He's trying to bring the family together, and the family doesn't want it.
If you could just give him an inch.
One sob story about his birth, and you're back to eating from his hand.
She's just stubborn.
She is a wall.
And it's very clear that the family is not functioning well. There is something very, very screwed up about the dynamics here. It's not fun, it's not pleasant, but you endure the years because you cannot have relations with humanity. We are only stuck with ourselves.
I've been having a thought the last few days, Louis.
Yeah.
The last few days.
I am done enduring.
The chess scene is quite interesting. It's based off a very famous chess game called the Polish Immortal. Basically, it's a series of moves by one opponent that sort of lures in a person who wants everything in the world, wants to take everything. And she can see this is the way into Lestat.
Stonewalling again. You've become quite predictable, my sister disappointment.
She is slowly suckering him in. And she is wise enough to kind of look at the landscape and go, there's only one way to do it. We have to kill him.
I can kill him.
She, through this chess game, sees it's possible. We could do it. So we can outthink him if we know his weaknesses.
You're giving up bishops and knights for pawns.
And she just needs Louis to be on board for it.
The secret is
Be on board.
Queen on one side.
you want to kill him too. And you will enjoy doing it.
You've won.
She was right. We were going to kill Lestat.
That's so hard, man. That's so hard. Alright, so that's the end of that's the end of the joint. Guys, if you enjoyed my reaction, you feel me? Then like the video. Subscribe to the notification bell. I'll see you guys in my next reaction video. I think there's this. I'm gonna be editing this like all night or whatever. Something like that. So on the 31st, towards like the end of the day, this might come out, honestly. Or the first of like November, I think, if that's the thing. I don't know. Anyway, we're about to be up out of here, guys. See you guys in the next reaction video. Meet you, Mafia. Deuces. Love you guys.